DWF needs to fuck off with rematch clauses. I'll say this as bluntly as I can. In the World Wrestling Entertainment, rematch clauses are used as devices meant to further long-lasting rivalries. In many cases, this produces favorable results, with exciting rivalries that can be carried out for an entire year. However, in Pro Wrestling, and especially the Dallas Wrestling Federation, this is not the case. The rematch clause in DWF has been around for as long as I can remember. Ever since I debuted in early 2016, the rematch clause has always been there, and has definitely been a bitch to deal with. Not just for myself, but for everyone who has ever held a title in the Dallas Wrestling Federation. Bluntly putting, the problem lies within how much it has been abused. Let's start with an example. Apple the Clown, King Best, DWF's Royal Rumble 2019. This was a match in which the challenger, Apple, took on the reigning champion King Best in a match where if King won, he would go on to be the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in DWF history. Bigger match than most saw it as. Long story short, Apple swept King Best 3-0, no struggle. Apple reigned victorious, and DWF had a new Intercontinental Champion to look forward to. However, the rematch clause ruined this. Following day at a DWF follow-up event, King Best used his rematch clause. This caused Apple to fight again for his title within less than 24 hours, and in doing so he had lost. Apple the Clown held the Intercontinental title for less than 24 hours, all because of a tradition which states that losers get 2 free shots. Losers should not get 2 shots. They should not get second chances, and they should not get second chances within the span of 24 hours. This is problematic, troublesome, and it ruins the chances of new champs having the ability to leave legacies of their own. We cast aside great talent and new opportunities in favor of something old and overused. We give the undeserving a chance. I should not have to tell you why this is such a big problem. You probably already know. But I will, in this video, because I want to emphasize just how big this problem is. See, when you allow losers to have a second chance within 24 hours, you cut off everyone else's chances too. You kill off the ability to strive for a title and leave their own legacy. It has become a major problem because we see the same fighters in the same division and not as much a diversity as DWF should have for its large and creative talent pool. This is not a recent problem either. The Immortal title scene, what do you think of it? Likely, your opinion is not that high of it. A questionable champion named Devi held it once. People had their doubts, but Devi cemented his reign to prove he was legitimate in the eyes of the beholders, and we were convinced that, as unlikable as Devi may have been, he was indeed a true champion. A few months down the line, he's no longer champion, cause, quote-unquote, he vacated the title. So who's the replacement of choice? Daniel Saraceno and Phenomenal Zane. 2 corporate shells with mediocre in-ring ability. Somewhat good promotional talent, maybe. And they get to fight for the most coveted title that every DWF wrestler seeks after. The most average fighters I've ever seen step into the Dallas Wrestling Federation, now fighting for the top title the greatest of all time have held in their hands. A title which its holders had proven time and time again that they deserved, only to be held in the future in the hands of some kid who listens to NF, wears the stupid fucking beautiful hair spiky combo, looks like every fucking generic road wrestler, and who I'm supposed to think of in the same light as the other Immortal champions. Fuck off. Entire careers have been made off the bullshit. Entire careers off of the rematch clause. Let's take Zakin for example. Legendary great, right? I love him as much as the next guy, and he has a legendary title count spanning double figures. But how many of them are legit? You'd be surprised, not that many, because half of them came from rematch clauses. For as many titles as he's won, he's lost that many titles as well. It's not that impressive when you stop and think about it. It's not only the fans who lose on it, the champions lose too. See, when it comes to rematch clauses, it encourages the title holder not to come to the show following their victory at a pay-per-view. Why? They want to reign. upwards of a month at the least. So they won't come to a pay-per-view until like they're absolutely needed for that match. Inactive champions are bad. Losers with second chances is bad. Losers with second chances in 24 hours is intolerable. But why do we tolerate it? We tolerate this tradition because we are abusers of it as well. Everyone abuses this system, and it is time we have stopped for the betterment of the Federation.